Hi my beauties, thank you so much for being here with me again, and a huge welcome for those of you who are new. So I really hope you guys are doing well. In today's videos I would like to deliver you a message from your higher self. So to do so, I'm gonna use the Spirit Song Tarot for all the decks, so that's why you're not seeing any deck underneath the crystal like I used to do before. I'm also gonna use the Peace Oracle deck with this one, and the Moonology deck, this one. So to do so, let's go to your choice. I would suggest you to close your eyes if you feel like, and take a few deep breaths, and then picture the situation where you would like to receive guidance from your higher self. When you have it and when you feel calm enough, then you can open your eyes and see which of these three stones you intuitively feel more drawn to. So we have Celestite in group number 1, Apatite in group number 2, and Amethyst in group number 3. So I would suggest to try not take too much time doing your choice, because otherwise your mind will start working rather than your intuition. So try and see what is your first impression as soon as you open your eyes. If you feel confused, that's okay too, and you can watch the timestamps in the info box below, because sometimes they help. At least that's what I do when I feel confused, because I know that I'm attracted from certain numbers rather than others, and most of the time that is the correct answer for me. So what else I'm gonna do? I would like to remind you that this is a general reading, therefore it may or may not resonate with all of you, which is why it's important you always follow your intuition while you are listening to this video. So always take what feels right and leave the rest, and try not to get too attached to the result. If you feel that it hasn't resonated with you at all, that is not your reading, then come back to the intro, come back here and pick your choice again, but this time make sure that you feel really calm by doing that and you feel at peace with yourself. If you feel that yes, it has resonated, but you would like to receive more specific details about your situation, then you can contact me, and you'll find the email in the info box below, and you can book a private reading with me. You will also find the prices there, so everything is written in the info box below. And that's it for now, so you can pause the video here if you like, of course, and I'm gonna see you at the beginning of your reading. Bye now. Hi group number 1, if you choose the Celestite, and this is the reading for you. First of all, I'm gonna take a few oracle cards for you, so I'm gonna set the tarot deck on a side, and I'm gonna see what the Moonology first has to say for you. So we're gonna ask to your higher self a bit of guidance. So what is your message? What is the message that you need to hear from your higher self, please and thank you. We're gonna draw 3 cards for you. So it'd be good for you to imagine a situation where you would like to receive guidance, but even if you don't have a particular situation, then you can just see what's the general advice for you. You have step out of your comfort zone. Let me see if you can see clearly. Then we have a time to give rather than take with the new moon in Virgo. And then you have your dreams need a practical plan. Okay. So step out of your comfort zone, a time to receive rather than, a time to give rather than take. And your your dreams need a practical plan. I'm really sorry, I'm like reading from upside down, so it's easier when the tarot, but yeah, I overestimate my ability to read upside down with these small letters. That's good. So let me see a Peace Oracle as well. Dear Spirit, this is the reading for group number 1 with the Celestite. What's a message from their higher self, please and thank you. I'm gonna get 1 card from this. For the ever present. That's really nice. I feel like I'm gonna read the booklet of the Peace Oracles because they're so beautiful. So let me find it here. They are in alphabetic order, so it shouldn't take long. There we go. So peace is not the absence of war or a momentary relief from suffering. It is eternal. Once, long ago, humanity knew peace, and to peace we shall all return. You can know peace now. It is right here. Embrace it. Divinatory meaning: deep reflection, remembrance, and gratitude. Both negative and positive experience provides valuable teaching. Don't miss the lesson. You're free to choose differently. Safe, soothing, restorative solitude. Affirmation: I call on my pain, my anguish, my fears. I call on my joy, my gratitude, my hope. I am safe to express every part of me. I call on the hand-sung songs and the unspent tears. Come forward now. Be realized, be free. And then there's a little poem called that says, let us know peace, for as long as the moon shall rise, for as long as the rivers shall flow, for as long as the sun shall shine, for as long as the grass shall grow, let us know peace. I absolutely love this deck. Excuse me. So this is really nice. So I'm definitely gonna, before talking about this, I'm gonna take the tarot cards as well to see and clarify this advice, this message from you, because the tarots are definitely much more specific. But for now, remember this advice, and we're gonna call them back again during the tarot reading. So this is reading for group number 1. What's the message from their higher self, please and thank you. Let me see what your higher self has to tell you. Okay. We got the Shaman, the Ace of Feathers, and the Eight of Shells. Let me see what they are clarified by, please and thank you. Six of Shells, Ace of Acorns, and King of Feathers. Okay. So the Shaman and the Six of Shells, both of them are in reverse. The Shaman is basically the Hierophant, and the Six of Shells is like the Six of Cups. So I see here that there is a lot of resistance, possibly towards a soulmate connection. So in this case, your higher self is actually telling you to try and work on this resistance, to try and open up your heart to a possible new beginning with a soulmate, and to open up. If there is no person around you, then it's just saying to you to open up your heart to love, because otherwise it will be very hard to attract it in your life if there is that type of closeness. The Shaman in reverse also talk about fear of commitment. So if you feel that this resonates, then your higher self is telling you to work on that fear. Excuse me, because there's so much beauty in sharing feelings with somebody else, and sometimes we think that we are ready to receive that, but in reality, in our subconscious, we have so much resistance towards it and so many fears, and those are the ones that are blocking the manifestation of this love that we are so much looking for. So it's really nice advice. Then we have two aces. One is upright, the Ace of Feathers, and one is in reverse with the Ace of Acorn. So if the Ace of Acorn is upside down, again, it could talk about fear connected to a new beginning, and all this fear is actually not allowing you to feel passionate about possibility of something new to happen. It doesn't necessarily have to be a sentimental situation. It could also be like starting a new business, starting a new passion, a new hobby, and there is some fear here that is not allowing you to actually feel motivated and excited to start this new thing. So it doesn't make you feel creative enough either. So your higher self right now is calling you to find clarity, first of all, on the things that you want to start with the Ace of Feathers, and also communicate those to the people around you so that they will be able to support you as well in your wishes. And then with the, let me just check, I'm just paranoid that you can't see there. And then once you figure out what is it that you actually want to go after, then release all the fears that you have, because they are blocking this manifestation. Okay, the Six of Shells doesn't necessarily have to talk about a soulmate. It can also talk about falling in love with yourself. Again, if you feel that there's no other person around you. And this could be simply commitment to yourself, commitment to a new project, to a new hobby. So take what feels right for you and leave the rest. So what else? We got the Eight of Shells in reverse with the King of Feathers. Again, with the King of Feathers upside down, there's a lot of lack of confidence, of self-confidence. There could also be lack of clarity, lack of direction, lack of power. So you might feel powerless and or useless, and not being able to fix a messy situation, not being able to find clarity in a past heartbreak, because the Eight of Shells talk about moving away from a situation that was hurting you in the past and that is not serving you anymore. But since it's upside down, it talks about a resistance from you to leave that situation, that part of your life that is not serving anymore, to let go and leave yourself the possibility to heal from it. The starfish is one of those animals that once they have a cut limb, they're able to regenerate a new one. So it definitely talks about healing and regenerating, but in order to do so, you really have to release all your attachments and let go of the person or the situation that was hurting you. And I sense that here there is a bit of lack of clarity. You probably feel that you can't let go of that situation, of that person, because they haven't explained you why things went the way they did, and so you still feel confused maybe, and possibly the situation also made you feel lacking of confidence. It kind of destroy your self-esteem, so that's why there's so much resistance in committing to somebody else, and to actually feel excited about starting something new. I feel that there's a lot of attachment to the past, and I'm gonna take another two cards since we have the space. What's another message from your higher self? Please and thank you. Knight of Acorns and Five of Shells. Yeah, the Five of Shells as well talks about focusing what has gone lost rather than focusing on the things that are actually working at the moment for you. So again, it really confirmed the fact that there is something that has hurt you in the past, and it is very hard for you to look forward, to move on from that, and you just are really stuck there. But your higher self is just telling you that this time, because it's in reverse, it's time to actually look in front of you and look at the things that you have and recognize all the things that you all the things that you should be grateful for, even if you think that they are really small. Even the fact that you are able to have food on your table, have a house that protect you, have internet to be able to connect with all the people that you love, even things like that that we tend to take for granted, like the daily things, the fact that you have a warm shower, that you have warm clothes on and warm shoes. Just start small and then go into details on all the things that you are grateful for. So try and see the beauty surrounding you rather than keep focusing on the past, because it's actually blocking. With the Knight of Acorns, there's a block from acting. It's, if you would have no block, you would be so driven, so passionate, so motivated to move forward. You would be really goal orientated, and there would be nothing stopping you from reaching your goals. So the fact is that now, since you're so stuck in the past, you're absolutely stuck in the mud. So there's no motivation. It could also be a little bit of depression in a sense, because it's the opposite of action is like just being still and maybe sleeping the whole day. I don't know if that's what's happening to you, but your higher self is just basically telling you to let go of the past and have a better idea of what is it that you would like to start. Okay, and so spend some time on your own and find this clarity within yourself, and find what is it that make you feel creative as well. So try and detach from the situation, and also work on your fears of committing again, because maybe you were quite hurt in the past, and that is not allowing you to open up your heart to somebody else. So for most of you, this is possibly a sentimental situation, although it could also be a situation related to your job or your passion. So it could be that maybe you have lost a job that and you are having a hard time letting go of that and starting a new one, because you don't know anymore if you're actually good at that, if you should start something completely different. You don't know what make you feel joyful anymore, what make you feel driven and motivated. So it's time for you to accept what happened and forgive yourself if you have done any mistake, and forgive the people who judged you as well, and let go and give yourself a chance to start new. So go back to these cards, as I feel that it makes much more sense to read them after your reading. So step out of your comfort zone. How much sense it makes now, because we were talking about making a new beginning, starting something fresh, possibly not connected to what you've been doing up until now. So whether it's meeting new people, uh, whether it's starting a job in an area that you've never done it before, then this is your advice for you. And now possibly most of us are in a lockdown, so we can't do either of those things, but at least you have the time to heal yourself, to heal all those wounds from the past, and to give yourself time to understand what is it that you would like to start fresh. So what is your comfort zone? Where is it that you feel really comfortable, and what is the area where you would like to test yourself? So your higher self is also telling you that maybe if you stop focusing on yourself and start taking care of somebody around you, maybe if you have kids, if you have your sister and brothers, or your parents, or even your flatmate, just start taking care of people around you, because it will help to start this healing process for yourself as well. I know that for most of us it's probably easier sometimes to give advice to other people rather than to ourselves, and to help people when they are in a messy situation. But then when we are in a messy situation, we don't know how to get out of that. But eventually, when we start believing in what we say to other people, then we will start telling those things to ourselves as well. So it could be a good time now to be generous, to give love to the people around you, rather than focusing on the lack of love that you have in your life, or the lack of abundance, because more you focus on a lack of abundance, more you will attract lack of abundance in your life. Okay, so once you give instead, once you are the one giving, then more giving. It's gonna be a cycle. So more you give, more you will receive from the universe. It doesn't have to be a gift from the same person that you've helped, but it's universe itself that is gonna give back to you in a way or another. So don't expect anything from the people that you're going to help. And then your dreams needs a practical plan. So again, how much sense this make, because it's exactly the same message of the Ace of Feathers. Find clarity for your future plans. So now is the perfect time to actually write down on your journal what is it that you have never done in your life and you would like to test yourself for. And then forever present, as we saw in the booklet, is such a lovely message that is also telling you to be absolutely grateful for the present time, and to be grateful both for the joy and both from the pains, and just learn from all those lessons, and be really thankful to universe for giving you all those experiences. So it's also telling you to actually be still in the present moment. So even though you might start having new ideas and new hobbies and new creative thoughts for the future, and you might start feeling driven from doing something else, try not feel frustrated just because you can't start those new beginnings, those new projects at the moment. So try and be present, be grateful of the present moment, and just use this time as a healing tool. So yeah, try not to get too frustrated even if things can't take action, just even if you can't take action just now. So that was the message for you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. So let me know in the comments below if it resonated with you. I would absolutely love to hear from you. And thank you so much for all the support that you've been giving me lately. I'm so incredibly grateful. So remember to like, share and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. It would truly means the world. And I really hope you guys are gonna stay well and healthy, and I will see you really soon. Bye bye now. Hi guys, if you chose the Apatite in group number 2, this is the reading for you. So as you can see, I'm not going to use only tarot, but I'm also going to use oracle cards, the peace oracles and the moonology. So I'm just going to set the tarot cards aside for now, and I'm going to draw the oracle cards. First of all, I'm going to do the moonology. So please and thank you. What is the higher self saying to group number 2 with the Apatite? Please and thank you. What's your higher self message? Please and thank you. So you can picture a situation, a specific situation where you would like to receive guidance, but you don't have to necessarily do that, just if you feel drawn from doing that. Otherwise, this could just be a really general advice. You can just be open to whatever your higher self has to tell you. So what we have here, take time to breathe out. It's time to take action. And then be bold and make the first move. So there are 2 cards talking about making action and moving forward and making a first step. But first, before doing that, take time to breathe out. So definitely it's a lovely advice here that is telling you, before making any decision, just be in touch with your higher self, be in touch with yourself, make some meditation, maybe make some breathing practice, and then only then you'll be ready to make action, to make a first move. But as I saw in the previous reading, these cards will make so much more sense even after the tarot reading. But let me see, first we're gonna see as well the peace oracles. So let me see what your higher self has to tell you through the peace oracle. we have fertility. So I'm just gonna check in the booklets because there's a lovely poem for each card, as well as some lovely guidance message. So here we have it. The poem is "There is peace in the garden, peace and results." So scatter the seeds of peace, love and happiness in the hearts and minds of everyone you meet. Diligently nurture those kernels with hope, belief and respect. This joyous and beautiful garden will propagate. Its pollen will blow across oceans. Its flowers will cover the world. Divinatory meaning. Your words, actions and attitude will grow wheresoever they may fall. A little effort, a small gesture will grow into your future. Plan tomorrow wisely. A good idea leads to many more. And then there's an affirmation, and it says, "The seeds of hope, love and peace burst into life within me. My heart is blossoming with joy. My mind is a garden of creativity. My actions begin the process towards a great and loving harvest. The rich, fertile depths of my being give rise to beauty, resilience and strength." Oh, this is so nice. I really love this deck. So again, there's another message of action here, and also believing that any action, any move that you will do will turn out fine and will actually turn into beauty. It will it's gonna be like a little seed that will turn into a huge tree that is gonna give shadow to many other people. So you really need to believe in the power of nurturing and healing that you have in your own hands. But I'm gonna set these cards on a side now, and we're gonna look at them back again after the tarot reading, because as I saw before, they made so much more sense after the tarot. So let's ask Tarot now, what's the message from your higher self, please and thank you. This is the reading for group number 2 with the Apatite. A little bit of hair. These cards are so long, I sometimes have a difficult time shuffling. There we go. What's the message from your higher self, please and thank you. Dear Tarot, what's the message from their higher self, group number 2? We have, oh, 8 of Shells in reverse, which happened in the previous reading as well. 5 of Shells in reverse, Knight of Acorns, and Ace of Feathers. Let me see what all of these are clarified by. This is so similar to the one before, I can't even believe. Let me see. What are they clarified by? 9 of Shells, Knight of Shells, 2 of Shells, so many shells, and Page of Acorn. So we got the Knight of Shells and the Page of Acorns upside down, as well as the 9 of Shells here. 2 of Shells is the only one upright. Okay, so let's go gradually here. First of all, I'm going to see if you can see everything nicely. It's a bit bright. So the 8 of Shells upside down and the 9 of Shells upside down. There is definitely here there could be here some resistance from healing. The starfish is one of those animals that have the ability to regenerate their limbs once they have been cut. But since it's in reverse, this could be that there's a little bit of resistance from doing so. The 8 of Shells in the original tarot also talk about a person that is living a situation that wasn't working for them anymore. So it's like leaving the past behind, leaving whatever has hurt you behind, and there's a little bit of resistance from doing so. And with the 9 of Shells as well, there's a little bit of difficulty of being on your own, a bit of resistance of being on your own, and a bit of resistance as well at seeing the things that you should be grateful for in your life. So your higher self at the moment is telling you that it's time to let go of whatever wasn't working for you, whatever was hurting you, and start having a little more of self-love and self-respect, and start loving you more, because and here with the nine of shells upside down, there's definitely a resistance of being on your own as well. So it's definitely telling you to start loving yourself and embracing yourself, and start appreciating the time that you have, especially now that we are, most of us, on a lockdown situation. It's really good to use this time to fall back in love with ourselves, and also start recognizing all the beautiful things surrounding us that we should be grateful for. So this is definitely a message from your higher self. There's definitely a need of healing from a past situation, and it's clarified again by the Five of Shells. When it's in reverse, there is definitely a difficulties of letting go. In the Five of Shells, you're most of the time focusing on whatever you have lost, and so it's a bit of a pessimistic attitude. Instead of looking at what are the things that you have, you're focusing on the things that you have not. Do you see those four shells? They're so bright and full of life, but this what's the name, firefly, is actually facing a shell that meant a lot for this firefly possibly, but it's dead. There's no light in it whatsoever, and so it's focusing on the past, on the great things that are not bring anything new to their life, rather than focusing on the bright things. So again, is just reinforcing the message that it's time to be grateful for the things that you have, and stop looking backward. Okay, stop looking at whatever you lost. If there was a rejection of a some love offer, for example, if you have offered somebody your heart, if you have opened your heart to somebody and it was rejected, then it's a good opportunity now to start saying lovely words to yourself. So if you up until now or just start having negative self-belief and start believing that there's something wrong with you, then stop right now. It's really time for you to start loving yourself. All the rejection that I had in my life, I'm so super grateful for them, because only after those I started finally falling in love with myself. Because if you don't love yourself, how can you expect that other people does it for you? And I also realized that those rejections most of the time were just getting more and more ridiculous. Like, if at the beginning I would start wondering what did I do wrong, and I would really push myself down, thinking about all the things that I could have done differently. Then later on, year after year, rejection after rejection, they start getting so ridiculous that there was no way that I could possibly ask myself what did I do wrong, because it was just, there was nothing there that I could criticize myself for. So that's why I'm so grateful for those experiences, because if I haven't had those, I would still be at the same phase where I would have zero love and compassion for myself. So even if you are in a situation where you didn't open up your heart to anybody, then the Knight of Shell is talking about again, like a lack of he's talking about a lack of action, making an offer yourself. So your higher self might tell you that it's not time to focus on the past anymore, because you would actually have a beautiful opportunity to start something new if you would just unblock yourself because there might be somebody around you. This could also be that you are rejecting a love offer from somebody around you because you're too focused on the past. Yeah, that this message actually resonates so strongly. So probably for the majority of you, this is what is going on, that you are rejecting somebody else, or you're not even able to see that they're interested in you just because you're too attached from a past situation. So for the majority of you, this could be a sentimental reading, although it doesn't have to be. It could also be that you have lost a dear one and it's really hard for you to start your life again, and actually giving permission to yourself to love life again, because you feel kind of selfish if you do. So your higher self is telling you, no, it's not selfish. Whoever you have lost will be so happy to actually see you enjoying life again. So this could be another scenario, but even if it's like a job situation and you have lost your job and you started criticizing yourself because of it and feeling that you are a failure, and then not looking up a new other jobs because you think that you will not be good at those, and or because you're like too attached from the one that you lost and you just want that back, then your higher self is telling you that this is the time to really let go and forgive yourself if you have done any mistake in the past, and forgive whoever has criticized you, whoever has fired you, if that's the situation that was going on, whoever has rejected you, and it's really time to focus on yourself now. Then we have the Knight of Acorns upside down and the Two of Shells. So the Two of Shells talks about a lovely soulmate connection, heart to heart conversation, a love exchange with somebody that you love spending time with, somebody that you can be truly yourself with. There's so much softness, so much love and respect here, and it's a beautiful union, but here with the Knight of Acorns, there's lack of action towards this union. There's some block, there's some stagnation, there's probably a lack of motivation towards it. So again, if you resonated the situation that I described before, where there was somebody around you offering love, opening up their heart to you, but you were rejecting them, then your higher self is telling you that that person is actually a possible potential love soulmate, and you need to unblock yourself and find the motivation towards this person again, and let go of the past again, because this is so much more worthy. This is what you are destined to experience right now, and not try and manifest whatever you have lost. Okay, because if you just keep look, this Knight of Acorns is actually looking towards the Five of Shells and the Eight of Shells. So it's really telling me that you are blocked because you're just too focused on the past. But if you would just stop looking back, there's so much that life is offering to you right now, is in front of your nose, is right there, ready for you, waiting for you. Okay, and then look at here, we have an Ace of Feathers, which talk about new beginnings, a new clarity, new project, fresh air coming into your life. And then again we have the Page of Acorns, which is very similar to the Knight of Acorns. There's probably a little more immature vibe, but not necessarily. This could just be somebody that is a bit unexperienced in that area, or again like blocked from discovering, blocked from like feeling the joy and enthusiasm of this project. So your higher self is actually telling you to find clarity in the things that you want to start focusing on this new beginning, this new project, this new relationship, whatever it is that will spark your enthusiasm within yourself again and will make you feel motivated. Even if it's gonna be just a small step at a time, that's gonna be enough. But really is important, again, self-love and let go of the past, recognizing what you have in front of you, and having a clear idea what is it that you want to start. So let's have a look again at your cards. We had time to breathe out, take time to breathe out. It's time to take action and be bold and make the first move. It makes so much sense as well with the Ace of Feathers. Start a new, fresh beginning. You are the one that has to make the move now, because I sense that if it's a romantic situation, the person is already there waiting for your signs. So you might have already rejected this person, maybe even just subconsciously. So this person is not gonna do another move unless they see a sign from you. So it's really important that yes, you take time to breathe out, so that you give yourself time to heal from your past wounds, and take time to start loving yourself, and take time to have a clear idea of what is it that you want to start, because it's only when we know what we would like to ask the universe that the universe can give it back to us, if that makes sense. So you have to be having really clear ideas if you want those things to come into your life. So definitely take this time, and definitely we have plenty of time now with this lockdown happening mostly everywhere around the world. But then after, as soon as you have clear ideas, be bold, make the first move. It's time to take action. And then fertility, here it's a beautiful sign that whatever choice you're gonna make, they're gonna bring awesome fruits into your life. So really trust in yourself, in your ability to nurture somebody else, in your ability to nurture your dreams and see them blossoming into beautiful gardens. So plant the first seeds and you'll see the result. So that was the reading for you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if it has resonated with you. I would love to hear from you. And if you enjoyed the content of this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. It would truly mean the world for me. And I'm so incredibly grateful for all the support that you have given me up until now. I really don't have words. I'm so super happy. And I really hope you guys are gonna stay safe and healthy, and I hope as well to see you really soon. I'm probably gonna upload a video every couple of days now since I'm off work. So you can hit the bell down below, the notification bell, if you want to be notified every time that I upload a new video. So that's it for now. I'll see you really soon. Bye bye now. Hi guys, if it is the Amethyst in group number 3, this is the reading for you. So as you can see, I'm gonna use not only the tarot deck, which is the Spirit Stone Tarot, but also the Peace Oracle deck and the Moonology Oracle deck. So I'm just gonna place the tarot on the side for now and start with the Moonology Oracles. So I'm gonna get 3 cards for you, group number 3. And you can imagine a specific situation where you would like to receive guidance from, but you don't have to. You can also just see in general and be open to whatever your higher self has to tell you, and let your higher self pick the situation for you. So dear Moonology, this is the reading for group number 3 with the Amethyst. What is their higher self message to them? Please and thank you. Just gonna adjust the light. So what we have, look at the bigger picture. Emotions are running high, and nothing will come out of this situation. Okay, so before actually interpreting these cards, I will definitely do the tarot reading, because I want to see what specific situation are we talking about. In general, though, it seems like there is something that we have to change perspective on, because our emotions are not allowing us to see the picture clearly. Maybe there is something that has triggered you, and has made you feel really emotional and has create a little bit of fog in your mind, so you're not able to see clearly the situation and you're focusing too much on the little things, while it's really important that we are trying and see the situation from the perspective of other people as well, or on the long term as well. And it's probably best not to make any action at the moment, just because you would be too impulsive and you might regret later on your choices if you do them when you feel so emotional, and there's so many things going on in your mind and heart, so you might regret. But that's all for now. I can't go too much in details because I need to see what the tarot has to say first. Now let me see the Peace Oracle deck. So what's your higher message, higher self message for you? Please and thank you, Peace Oracle. What's their message from their higher self? Please and thank you. Group number 3 with the Amethyst. You got everlasting life, so beautiful. I'm gonna read the booklets for you because there's a lovely poem and some lovely guidance that always help me. So I'm just gonna get it for you. It's in alphabetic order, so there it is. So the poem is, we are made wise not by the recollection of our past, but by the responsibility for our future. In your beautiful life story, you are the blank page between yesterday and tomorrow. Today there is no script. Right now there are no rules. In all ways there is only love. Let the wisdom of the past and the vision of a peaceful future be your guide. Divinatory meaning. Build on what you already know. It is not how you learned, but what you learned that is important. Turn your spills into life skills. Direct your rich experience towards an enriching future. I value my past, my present, and my potential. The pain of the past has no claim on me. It prepares me. Yesterday's lessons are foundation for greater tomorrows. I embrace my history and elevate my future. All that I am lovingly supports all that I seek to be. Oh, I really love this booklet. So that is the message for your intro. Let me see now what the tarot has to say to you, and then we're gonna look back at those cards back again after the tarot reading. I'm just gonna take a little sip. So please, dear tarot, this is the reading for group number 3 with the Amethyst. So what is their higher self message, please and thank you. Oh, these cards are so awkward to shuffle in reverse because they're really long and stiff. Let me do it again. Please and thank you. What's the message for group number 3 from their higher self, please and thank you. We're going to see 4 cards and then we're going to clarify them. So we got the King of Crystals, 3 of Shells, Ace of Shells, and 7 of Acorns. It's amazing that they're all upright. That's really cool. So please clarify these 4 cards for group number 3. This is, by the way, the Spirit Song Tarot, in case you missed it. It's such a beautiful tarot. So the shells are the cups, basically, and the crystals are the pentacles, and the acorns are the wands. So we got the 3 of Acorns upside down, the Page of Feathers, which is the swords, the 9 of Crystals upright, and the Queen of Crystals upside down. So let's dive right in your reading now. We got the King of Crystals and the Three of Acorns upside down. So it seems like you have a clear idea of where you want to be, what is your goal, and you also have really high confidence about yourself, about your abilities, about your abilities as well to reach your goals, and I sense that you're a really generous person as well, and that loves to help other people, even financially or materialistically. So you are the person that lots of people come to us for advice, and yeah, it seems like you have everything sorted in a way that you are quite stable financially, or even just that you feel quite good on your own skin. There is a Three of Acorns upside down though, so it's telling me that yes, you feel confident that you can reach your goals, whatever you decide to achieve. But with the Three of Acorns, there's probably a lack of clarity in your plans. There's something not allowing you to see really further in the future, and it would make sense if, for example, you are in a lockdown and the COVID-19 has affected the area where you live in the world at the moment. So it makes sense that yes, you might feel really driven and really sure about what is it that you're looking for, but at the moment there's no possibility to make actual practical plans because of the external situation doesn't allow. So I feel that in this sense, the higher self is telling you not to stop looking at the future, not to stop having hope, and not to demotivate yourself just because you can't achieve the things that you want right now. Um, that is actually a good time to write down all the details about this new project that you want to start, all the details about your future, what are your dreams. So start writing a journal and start focusing on all the things that you want to manifest in your life. It's so amazing that we have this time to do it. I feel that rather than being a punishment, is actually a huge gift that we have to heal ourselves and finally have the time to find clarity about the things that we want to do in our life, and find clarity about the things that we don't want to repeat, the mistakes that we don't want to repeat. So yeah, that the Three of Acorns can also talk about being a little bit impatient, like waiting for your ship to come, but the ship is not coming. And again, it could be because of the external situation. So this is telling you, be confident, be patient, things will eventually start changing again, but this is what is needed at the moment. Then we got the Three of Shells, which is the Three of Cups, and the Page of Feathers. So again, to me it talks about feeling joyful and playful. So use this time to play around with all the dreams that you have, be creative, and come back to the mind and heart that you had when you were a kid, and all the things that you wish to create in your life, and all the things that you wanted to become. So go back and arise that childlike feelings that you had when you were a kid, and start being playful with your life as well. And with the Page of Feathers is also telling you to try and start new things, even though you might not be experiencing those, even though you might have no no past experience, and it's something completely new outside of your comfort zone. So it's really telling you to just dare and do all those nice things. But also another message that is coming here is to keep maintaining communication with the people that loves you, especially your friends. to keep maintaining those relationship alive, because they really make you happy, and that could help you as well, especially if you're in a situation of being impatient and having so much energy to start something new, but then you can't. So at least you can use this time to reconnect again with your friends or with the important people of your life, and be really honest with them about how you feel for them, and yeah, be really communicate all the things that you think and feel. Communicate with them your dreams and projects. This could be something that you could focus on during this time. Then we have the Ace of Shells and the Nine of Crystals. So to me, in general, the first message that comes out here is that you need to start loving yourself, and also loving the phase where you are at the moment in your life, and be grateful for all the things that you were able to build, for all the network that you were able to build in any environment. It could be in your work environment, your friends environment, your social life, your home environment, or relationship with your relatives and your family. Just be really proud of yourself, because you've been doing an amazing job up until now. And also recognize, another message here is that to recognize that there is lots of abundance around you, and that things will happen at the right time, and that we need to believe that there is enough love for everybody in this universe, that there is enough materials to achieve your dreams, that there is enough food for everybody. Just start recognizing this abundance. And it also talks in general about mostly love, abundance with the Ace of Shells. It talks about new beginning as well. So if you are about to start something new, like a romantic relationship, then your higher self is telling you that yes is the right thing to put your attentions on at the moment, that is really worthy of your time and effort, and that it will probably bring you to great fruits, and that you really need to recognize how lucky you are to be able to experience this. And so never take for granted all the love that is surrounding you at the moment. And it talks about so much fulfillment as well, so much wish fulfillment. So it, to me, it's also saying, your higher self is saying to you that even though you need to be a little patient, then you'll be able to experience this new beginning, because you have built, you have gone through all the steps. Even though you're lacking the last step now, it's not up to you, but it's up to universe. So you've done all the things that you were supposed to do to achieve your goals, and now you just need to let go, and let universe do the rest, because you've been doing an amazing job until now, and universe will definitely give, how do you say, a payback for all the effort that you did. Then Seven of Acorns and Queen of Crystals upside down. Queen of Crystal upside down talks about, yeah, lack of abundance as well, feeling that you don't have enough materials to achieve your dreams, or enough, that you don't have enough materially to love somebody else, or to be loved, or to start a new relationship. There's a bit of insecurity about your material abundance here. So that's why your higher self is sending you this message of believe in the abundance, because you might be in a position where at the moment you are just a bit demotivating, or having a little bit of self-criticism, especially if you don't see progress in the things that you've been putting effort and that you've been waiting for. But it's telling you with the Seven of Acorns to never give up, and to not consider whatever is happening right now, to not consider it as an obstacle. So whatever you feel that is blocking you from your dreams, it is not. It might just be like a impression, like a negative attitude to it, but you will achieve your dreams. You will definitely get the things that you want. You will receive fulfillment, but you really need not to give up, even though you see that there is lack of progress, as I said, with the Three of Acorns upside down. So please do not give up. If you started some new project or even a new relationship before the lockdown started happening, mostly everywhere around the world, then your higher self is telling you not to give up, to keep putting effort. This could also talk about being flirtatious and sending messages, sending flirtatious messages. So yeah, if you feel that you were just waiting, um, then your higher self is just saying, make a move here, and don't stay there only waiting. So yeah, let me see again your cards. Everlasting life. So this is a lovely message that is saying to you that even though things are still at the moment, there is still life moving, there is still life growing. And even if you are not able to practically work on your dreams materialistically, maybe because you need, maybe you are an artist and you need painting and brushes and things that you can't get because the shops are closed, for example, and you feel there's no abundance, or you feel that people are not buying anything, then just don't worry, because things are still working underground and life is still moving, still growing. So trust that things will start moving eventually at the right time. So again, let's go back to the look at the bigger picture. Again, it's just saying to you, even if things are not working at the moment, even if you feel that nothing is happening, if you feel like quite unmotivated or upset because of lack of motivation, lack of progress, or lack of movement, and don't give up, and don't with the Seven of Acorns especially, don't give up, and don't leave this project suspended in the air just um, because at the moment nothing is coming out of the situation. You really need to trust that it will eventually start going back to life at the right time. So you really need to trust divine timing. And at the moment I feel like there's no much that you should do apart from maybe do a bit of meditation and calming yourself down and believing in the abundance. So thanking the universe for all the abundance that you have. And yes, as I said here, keep your relationship nourished. Okay, so that's something that you can do. So if it was a work situation, for example, or a romantic situation, at least you still have your friends or your family that you can talk to, so be in contact with them. Or if it's a romantic situation, then it's saying, and for example you feel that you were about to start something new but it couldn't happen because of the lockdown, then it's just saying to look at the bigger picture and still trust that things will eventually move again, it will start again, so you will see the progress again. But right now what you can do is to keep a really high vibe, be flirtatious and friendly and really light in general, and keep maintaining the communication with this person. Okay, even though at the moment nothing can't come out of this situation, and but if you keep believing that, if you keep believing that it will never grow, then it will never grow. This is what you really need to know. Also, this card, what other things, another message that can come out of this card is that even if you feel really upset because maybe whatever situation has disrupt your routine, disrupt your dreams, and you feel that they have ruined, or the external situation have ruined your goals, then try to again trust the universe and don't feel too angry about it, and don't worry, because nothing bad will come out of this situation. Nothing, it won't actually ruin all the effort that you put up until now with the nano crystals here. It won't be worthless, it won't be useless, it will still be there, really strong. All the spider web that you created, it won't be destroyed by this storm. Okay, that's the message for you guys. I really hope it has been meaningful to you and that it has helped you, so let me know in the comments below if it did resonate with you. I would absolutely love to hear from you. And if you enjoy the content of this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. It would truly mean the world, and I'm really super deeply thankful for all the support that you guys have been giving me up until now. And I really hope you guys are doing well, that you're gonna stay safe and healthy during this lockdown, and I hope to see you guys as well really soon. I'm gonna upload a new video every couple of days, more or less, so if you want to be notified, you can click the notification bell down below, so you'll always know when new fresh content will be published. So that's it for now. Thank you so much again for watching, and see you really soon. Bye bye now.